君のことが昔から好きだよ。君の手を今のとこ好きだよ。君が好きだよ。応してくるよ。あと君と私を見てないよ。私昔から好きだよ。君といつでもどこでも見てるよ。君が好きだよ。愛してくるよ。あと君がとても憎いよ。頑張るよ。負けないよ。君を幸せにしてやるよ。泣かないよ。前向くよ。私が何でもしてやるよ。私のことがさせんこととちで何にも君が考えてないでしょ。できるよ。苦しいよ。そろそろ私も泣いちゃうよ。私の気持ちに気づいてよ。ただ思いはもういらないよ。しなしなりなんかしないでよ。この手に気づくでしょ。いいから私を誘ってよ。言葉ありなんかしないよ。抱きしめてくれるだけでもいい。だけど今の関係が好きだよ。別にどれでも満足してるよ。君と話すよ。君と笑うよ。それで私の幸せなんだよ。私を不安としないよ。今の関係を壊すの嫌だよ。私話すよ。私笑うよ。これでどう進むのがいいよ。行かないよ。やらないよ。私の気持ちは言わないよ。知らないよ。止めないよ。君はこのままでいいんだよ。私のことがさせんことの口でこれから先に進むことないでしょ。するよ。楽しいよ。私のためにとなるんだよ。私の気持ちに気づいてよ。ただ思いはもういらないよ。しなしなりなんかしないでよ。この手に気づくでしょ。私もそろそろ飽きちゃうよ。嫌なら引き止めてみせてよ。一言好きだと言ってほしい。君が好きで君が好きでこの心が始めそうだよ。好きだ君が好きだこの気持ちは止められないよ。今は早く君とこの心を通わせたくて。好きだ君が好きだこの気持ちを忘れたくないよ。
You know, normally on Discord when I stream, it goes purple, indicating that I'm streaming. Well, maybe if I do this and this. Normally it goes purple, and that also, like, the purple side means for people to see that I'm live. I found my phone. Yeah. And also defends from like notifications going through. But it knows that streamer mode is on. So I don't know why I'm not going purple. I am purple! No, I didn't know why, but weird. Weird. I think I put myself on not disturb if people gonna message me and normally, like, I don't find a way, but normally because, like, normally when I go live, am I live? I'm live. Am I live? It's the indication then broken. Now I'm live. That's weird. Put myself on not disturb then. Yeah, like I said, normally I get like a proper status, which is like not disturb. But not disturb is like, yeah, it's like a not disturb, but also it prevents, like, it tells people you're live. So then I have an idea. I'm gonna cheat Discord. I cheat this. Like, I wonder if like people find me, come to my stream on Discord. We'll see on turnout today. Normally, like, no, different. No, you know, it's been a week. How's everyone doing? Because I can talk about Discord for the whole day, and we all have our opinion on Discord, but other stuff. I think this can add to the point of today, which makes me feel like I should have stayed in bed, you know, didn't do anything. Because this morning I had like normally, you know, I wanting to go to work. I woke up, did my, you know, dust up, did my breakfast and such stuff, and announced that I was going live. And I basically, when I announced live when I basically went to the train, I already saw that there was like some delay on the traject, on the train parts that I have to, or the train traject, the train ride that I had to take, because a person was walking next, or a person was walking among the tracks, and miraculously when I was sitting in my train, you know, I walked to the station, I kept an eye on it, and miraculously when I was sitting in my train that I normally take was not delayed, which I was like already thinking like, that's not gonna happen, this thing is gonna get delayed. And before I, you know, arrived at my changing destination, my train got delayed. And so far delayed that I immediately was half an hour delayed to work. And it was half an hour delayed. So I eventually took a different train to the subway, now in the major city here. And from there I went to like a particular place that has like a bus connection to work. But I missed like the second subway towards the bus station. And I was like 10 minutes later, and I was like 45 minutes later. 45, because normally I come like a few minutes before 9, and now I came like 9:32. So normally I come like a few minutes before 9 at work, or like around 9 o'clock, and now it's like 9:32. So it was like 35 minutes to 45. And then, you know, I'm a junior software developer, and I know as a junior software developer that like, if you have something else, if you already have something and you need to make it like flexible, why, you know, why do you not change that then, Elise? Like at work there was a piece of code that basically if you have like a question with like 10 answers and you want to like select all, and so option select all, if you click that, that selects all, and if you like you unchecked it, or you click it again, it unchecks everything. They already had code for it, and I was like, in 100 question list that we use, Elise. I was like, yeah, I get that, but you know, I made something that worked. It was not with what they used, because you know, if you want to make something flexible, you can better start over. Because there were a few aspects that I was like, I can't really use that, but okay. Then today I asked like, yeah, I have it working, but like I missed like the way to remove the event handler. Because if I remove the event handler, if I don't remove the event handler, people can still click on the question. And he was like looking at me like, event handler, huh? I explained it once. And my coworker basically was like, okay. Then he got, like, they already had to post his codes as like the bug ticket system that we use. And he grabbed the code, he reads it, and was like, okay, just explain it again. So I did it again, part by part. I was like, I still don't get where the event handler comes. Then I tried to explain it again. And he still was like, okay, event handler. So I explained it, that you like, you want to, when you will have the window loaded, you know, the web page, you want to add an event handler, huh? He was like, yes. And I was like, well, if you add that event handler, you also have to remove it, because, you know, otherwise you can still click it. And he didn't get that, because he was like, there's where he, where he was like, conflicting, because he was like, well, if you use this piece of code, Elise, then you don't need to like disable or add an event handler. This does the disabling. And I was like, well, how? Because people, like, it was a reference checkbox that was originally hidden on the page. I assumed. Apparently it's not. So, but apparently it was like, I thought if you couldn't click it, so that's why I did it different. But it was like, well, you're gonna tell me, Elise, that like the question, like this piece of software that is in 100 question list, that doesn't work? With like a loud voice, and I was like, almost like, it was at the breaking point saying, like, it was really just at the breaking point saying, well, if your stupid piece of code, like if that piece of code works, why don't you use it all? Like if you already used it on the question list, why don't you, why do you want me to change it? Now you have to make it more flexible, Elise. I am 10 years software developer, and in those 10 years, I learned, you know, one trick, and that's the trick we're gonna use. Apparently I got like it wrong, and I remade it so as they want. Oh, JavaScript, because their part was in jQuery. So it works the same, but yeah. I was like at the breaking point. I was like really like, I'm an hour delayed. I made what you asked in a different way because that's making flexible. In my opinion, like if you give me a piece of code to say make it flexible, I'm gonna start from over because what you have there, I'm not 100% sure use on the others, but apparently I could. It was like at the breaking point of like saying, I explained it to you 4 times what I have, what my issue is. So your stupid piece of code works. Why aren't you using it then? Making it flexible yourself. But nah, I decided to be the adult and listen instead, you know, and make it more flexible on their way. Which I still didn't do, but hey, that's the problem for them. Problem for them. Like, I made what they asked for, and yeah, if they don't, I'm happy with it. They'll be like, you have to do it in jQuery, Elise. And I'm gonna say, suck my tit. Like I made it in JavaScript, the same thing. Only difference is that the difference is I didn't use properties, I use attributes. But yeah, I like that. And then you, of course, you have like, you know, your work day that goes like, luckily I didn't have to like work an hour longer, because if I had to work an hour longer, I wouldn't have been able to stream tonight. But also one positive thing that came was like, I am allowed to actually work Friday from home. Because, and there is an internship coming, or an intern, you know, a trainee. There's a trainee coming. And the trainee, they have like limited space, and the trainee, so my manager asked me like, Elise, can the trainee be on your space and that you work from home Friday? You know, I was like, okay, I'm glad to work from home Friday. I won't complain. They were like, I will put up a VPN for you on like an account or something. But like, okay. But you know what my worst part was? Where is Phoenix site Ace at 30? There it is. You know what my worst part was? I was like, which, like, there would be like, okay, use your own laptop at home, you know, VPN and that sort of stuff. And we're like, okay, but like, is this like I asked afterwards, but like, is that intern then gonna use the laptop I am using from work? Because if that intern is gonna use the same laptop, then I'd rather sign out, you know? Then I'd rather sign out everywhere. Instead of like having my Spotify open, having my Discord open, you know, my mail. Then we're gonna look at it. I was like, okay. And to be honest, I don't know, do I still have like a code editor on my thing? No, I don't think I even have a code. Oh, I do have codes. IntelliJ, do I have PHP Storm? Yeah, I do still have code editor on my thing. And Visual Studio? Oh wow, I do also have Visual Studio. Wow. I still have code editors, but like I'm like battling a bit with limited space because of this PC. And I have like an external drive where a few games are on, but I think I'm close to like buying another terabyte hard drive. Oh yeah, wait, this doesn't matter because you exit the game. No. That's not this one. I thought already. Like, and this is why I wanted to do Ace Attorney. Because it's been a while and last time we completed Justice for All. So today we're gonna start with Trials and Tribulations. And yeah, I was like, you know, have a chill evening with a lot of thing. But why did I do that? I don't know why you did do that, Phoneix. Let go, I shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. Telling you for your sake, if you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying! Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Stop it. Don't talk about her like that. Wasn't me. I didn't. I didn't do it. Yeah, that's why I wanted to do Phoenix Head Ace Attorney, like after a chill day of work, you know, have some chillaxing. 5 years earlier, Mia faced second trial. You know, have a chill stream where you're like, don't know what to do because puzzle things. Ew, it's finally time. I'm kind of nervous. Mr. Grossberg, good morning. Ah, Mia, please calm yourself down. You're going to get yourself arrested for suspicious behavior, you know? What are you talking about? I'm relaxed, Mr. Grossberg, and look at me, I'm relaxed. Let go of my levels. You obviously haven't got the temperament to be a lawyer. And yeah, so sorry, I'm so nervous. So, like, you know, Discord not working with, like, the purple status can add to the mix, I guess. Oh, that's right. It's your first time in the big leagues, isn't it? Well, never you fear, my dear. I am Marvin Grossbeck and at your service. Actually, this is my second time in court. So you surprised me, what? With your earnest request last night. Let me handle this case, you suddenly said. And quite forcefully too. I just found out yesterday about the case, I mean. What? You already learned all the relevant facts? Well, about that, you see, I mean... Of course I have. Yeah, what are you thinking about? Oh dear. In any case, don't let our client see you're so nervous. You see the poor young man in the pink sweater over there? That's your client. Now, aren't you supposed to be the one, the attorney? Good morning, Phoneix. I just want to say, give it all I've got. Was this made around Corona time? Did I wear a face mask? Yeah, what's wrong? Do you have a cold or something, Mr. Rai? Actually, it's right. Like the Flying Brothers. People screwed up all the time. And yes, I have a cold. That's not a... Oh. I call Corona. The doc says this way I won't give it to anyone else. We can't to others, he says. Right, Mr. Wright. You have nothing to fear in court today. If you are truly innocent, I promise I will save you. Please let go of my shirt. Mr. Wright, here's the one on trial. Not you. He's the one who should be nervous. You need to stay strong for your client, Mia. My name is Mia Fey. I'm still pretty new at this lawyer thing. The first time I appeared in court was a year ago. But that trial traumatized me so badly I thought I never set a foot in another courtroom. It's been 1 year since then, and well, here I am again. But this time I'm going to win. For my client, and for myself. April 11, 10 AM, District Court, courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Phoneix Wright. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. We ain't with her. Is me a yes? Yes, Your Honor, is there a problem? I was under pressure and Marvin Gosberg was to be leading the defense. That's well, you see. Mr. Gosberg had a bit of an emergency. Emergency, but isn't that him standing there right next to you? Yes, well. You're just a rookie, are you sure you can really handle this? Don't let it scare you, Mia. Give him your toughest look. What do you think, eh? Of course, Your Honor. I think. Well, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. Well. I can't believe a veteran like me has to spend his time babysitting a new defense lawyer. Don't worry, little girl. I will be all over soon. Now then, I'd like to proceed with a summary of events on the day in question. The incident occurred on the campus of Ivy University. The murder victim was a student named Doc Swallow. He was a 40th student studying pharmacology. But the fancy words are right is 70 minutes. Yes, well, next we have a photo taken at the scene of the crime. Electrocuted. Electrocuted. And the defendant who had obviously bungled his gateway. Then they called the police. This certainly makes the defendant look very suspicious indeed. Very well. The court accepts this photo into the record as evidence. Are you a blind judge? Hehe, your reputation for sagacity is orange, Your Honor. The truth is that the victim died a rather unusual death. Unusual? What do you mean, Mr. Payne? Well, perhaps the defense would like to take this question. Huh? A simple question, I thought I might loosen you up a bit. I'm a gentleman if you... what? Perfect opportunity, well, what was it? The cause, go on. Please say you know at least this much. I'm so sorry I didn't get a chance to read through the whole file. I hear my words are beginning to act up. I see here that the details of the case are filed under the court record. But you know that already, didn't you? The court record. Yeah, I did. All of the weapons we need can be found in the court record. Take a good hard look at the data and think carefully before you answer, my dear. Yes, sir, I'll do just that. Electrocution. How do you pronounce this? Wait. Oh, translate. Wait, how do you pronounce this? Electro. And then I also don't know how to spell it.
Electrocution.
Electrocution.
Electrocution. Electrocution. Electrocution.
Electrocution.
Electrocution.
Electrocution. I can't really pronounce.
Electrocution.
I don't know what I have. If I'm going to streaming or record my, my speech, it goes like to minus 100. Electrocution. I don't know what I'm looking at. Oh yeah. I look at something real quick. Electrocution. Electrocution. Electrocution? But how could such a thing happen? The murder used some type of new super powerful stun gun, perhaps? The answer to that will become crystal clear as the trial proceeds, Your Honor. But before that, there is one more vital issue. What's that? Why, motive, of course! Apparently there was some bad blood between the victim and the defendant. Bad blood? Oopsie, I'm terribly sorry. You're the defense attorney, so you must know all about it. I shouldn't be stealing your spotlight like this. That's Winston Crane for you. He's only a smooth operator if you catch my drift. And I call him the rookie killer for nothing, you know. Now then, let's hear from the defense. Ah. Evidence? Oh no, no need to get all worked up over this. As I said, all our weapons can be found in the court record. Find the evidence you need and then shove it into old greybeard's face. Yes sir, and the old greybeard. Mr. Kreuzberg, try to set a better example for the young lady. Yeah, evidence isn't the only thing in the court record. People's profiles are as well. Yeah, I know this already, Kreuzberg. Yeah. Yeah. The reason for the bad blood between the two of them was this woman here. Dahila Hartorn. It's very good, Miss May. You seem to have picked up at least this much. This woman is the girlfriend of the defendant, Phoneix, right? But up until about 8 months ago, she was the victim's. Mr. Swallow. Clearly, she has some part to play in the story. Oh, he's done it again. Before the cross-examination starts, he's already got the judge thinking he like he wants. Very well, Miss Payne, please call your first witness. If it pleases the court, the prosecution would like to call Mr. Phoneix. Right. What, the defendant himself? Well, Miss Faye? It's fine, after all, Mr. Wright is innocent, right? Defense has no objection. Very well. The court calls Mr. Phoneix right to the stand. Phoneix? And you come, up. Okay, in the court. Witness, please state your name and occupation. Oh, yes. Yeah, my name is Phoneix Wright. My job is, well, right. Now I guess I'm a suspect. No, you mean what did you do before you were arrested? Ah, achoo! I was a university student. Mr. Wright, you understand it? But I didn't do it. I'm innocent, I tell you. I tell you I was... But the defendant, please refrain from passing on his call to the rest of us. It seems the witness has something he wants to say. Well then, Mr. Wright, please tell us about your relation to the victim. Right away, Your Honor. I admit I was there, but I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. I never even talked to the stuck-up British wannabe. I say you hardly knew the victim. Right, like I said, I'm not a killer. You look like the judge understands. You're being naive, you know, too naive. Huh? He. It seems that you've forgotten one small thing, young lady. And that'll be... If I refuse the cross-examination, does that mean... Cross-examination? He's right, and it is the defense duty to carry out the cross-examination. The purpose is to determine if a witness testimony contains any contradictions. Yeah, I know this already. I know how this game works. I know how this game works. I know it works. Yeah. When you say there, you mean the place where the victim was murdered? Yeah, sort of the place where something happened anyway. Something? You can't hide what happened when you have photographic evidence. Anyway, Mr. Wright, what were you doing at the scene of the crime? I thought you said you didn't know the victim, Mr. Swallow. It was just a coincidence. We bumped into each other by accident. A coincidence, huh? You say you found the body, so who called the police? Huh? Unfortunately, it was some other student that notified the police. Other students? That's correct. They were witness. Witness who saw the defense standing there next to the body in shock. What is this true, Mr. Wright? Well, it's true, I was pretty shocked when I found the body. But I already knew the guy to begin with. Sorry, no, his face or even his name, right? Right? Well, no, that's... Which is it? Did you know him or not? Now see here, you can't avoid answering the question by sneezing all day. Well, I guess I did know his name. I heard he used to date Dolly. Ah, yes, that will be the defender's law firm, Mr. Hill. How was done? I see, young lost, so bittersweet. That's all I knew about him. I never even talked to the stuck-up British wannabe. Mr. Wright, you stated the following in your testimony. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. That's right, I mean, why would I even... But that doesn't sound right. If you hardly knew him, then why would you say that the victim was a stuck-up British wannabe? Well, Mr. Wright. No, it wasn't me, I'm not a killer, I swear. Mr. Wright, I will give you an opportunity to revise your testimony. How is it that you knew the victim was, as you put it, a British wannabe? Well... He was always walking around with a huge Union Jack on the back of his shirt. What's missing here? Did you say crime scene, the Union Jack, I mean? Yes, that's right. I saw it at the crime scene. That's why I figured he must love British stuff, see? It's true, cross my heart. I swear I didn't do it. There's something, Miss Faye. Yes, what's your honor? Who's this person anyway, this Union Jack fellow? Union Jack is the name of the United Kingdom's flag. Oh, I see. So you mean like the stars and stripes, right? I sure you know, your honor. Your insight astonished me. Yeah, there is a contradiction here. Yeah, I already know Gosberg. Quickly now, show the boy you mean business with evidence, I mean. You mustn't try to bite off more than you can chew me, huh? Ah, wait, I'll be fine. I fixed cases like a long time ago. I certainly saw the Union Jack. Yeah, I'm sure. It was right there on his back. Miss Faye, is there some point to this line of questioning? Your Honor, please take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, there's absolutely nothing on the victim's back. Hey, wait a minute, he was wearing a leather jacket. The Union Jack was on the back of the t-shirt he was wearing. I was under the impression that you accidentally came across the body. But if that was really the case, then you wouldn't know that, would you? You have no idea at all what he was wearing underneath that jacket. Mr. Wright, you've been lying to me! Please forgive me! Yeah, he made our client cry. Let him be on the chest doesn't send for Phoneix anyway. I can't believe that trusted him. Mr. Wright was all wrong. It was an impressive bit of cross-examination. Thank you for uncovering the defender's life for me. It's quite clear that the man does not simply stumble upon the scene of the crime. Ugh. Uh-oh, did I go too far? By the way, Mr. Wright, you seem to have a rather bad cold. Have you taken any medicine for it? Yeah, I took some, but... Was the medicine that you took over the counter a brand called Cold Killer X? Yeah, that's right. It kills gold good. Hey, wait a second. How did you know I'm a big fan of Cold Killer X? Would you happen to have the medicine with you right now? Well, actually, I seem to have lost it somewhere. I lost it. Where do you even store it? Like in your pants? Mr. Wright, shall I tell you where your customer medicine is in right now? Your Honor, I'd like you to take a look at another photo from the crime scene. What's this? It's the victim hands. It's Cold Killer X. Yes, but even I got a bottle of Cold Killer X in my apartment. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that argument won't work. There's no doubt to who this bottle of Cold Killer X belongs to. Especially since Mr. Wright's fingerprints are all over it. What? Seeing his murderous intent, Mr. Swallow must have picked up the bottle of medicine brought by Mr. Wright and hid it in his hand. His purpose in doing so can only be to identify his killer as Phoneix, right? Order in the court. Your Honor, I like to present this photos bottle and bottle as evidence. I already see a contradiction. Let me guess, this is not at 3 PM. No. This is at... This is at 3 PM, no, it's at like 5 minutes past 3. This is at like 5 minutes past 3, I think. Okay. Yes, it ceased functioning with a large wave of electricity passed through it. Well, Mr. Do you have some kind of explanation for all of this? Oh, my buttocks, my poor hemorrhoids. The truth is, I went because he called me. He was in the pharmacology depth, so we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind the building. We talked for a bit and then around 3 we split up. Then later when I went back I found him lying there. I've been taking cold killer X for the last 2 or 3 days, but I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. Is that right? They're completely different from the testimony you gave previously. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was afraid you wouldn't believe the truth. Yeah, forgive me if I say I hardly find your current testimony any more credible. Miss Faye, please begin your cross-examination. What would be the lie? You know. I would have thought that picture was contradicting me. Have you ever met the victim before then? No, never. But that day he called me up and told me he wanted to talk about Dolly. My girlfriend. What? What was that for me? I'm so sorry, I just felt like slapping something all of a sudden. Rahila Hartwood was also the leveler of the victim murder, Doc Swallow. Before she met Mr. Right, that is. So one of those nasty love triangles, I see. He was in the pharmacology depth, so we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind the building. What does Mr. Swallow indicate you should meet at? Yeah, and we were both there right on time. You said the victim was in the pharmacology depth, correct? Yeah. He was studying how to manufacture and improve pharmaceuticals? I don't know. Everyone called him the alchemist of ITU. An alchemist, I see. I can admit it was a little suspicious, he had a whole laboratory and everything. I was filled with chemicals and strange machines that run on high voltage electricity. Oh, how fascinating. It sounds like I was quite an ambitious young man. What do I do? Maybe I should ask him for some more details. There's absolutely certainly meet at 2:45. Always doing experiments and doesn't matter much. Experiments? Yeah, those pharmacology guys are always in the lab whipping up something. Am I wrong? I was wrong, that was supposed to be the other one. I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about the pharmacology department. Oh, sure, I don't know all that much though. A little bit earlier in your testimony you said something interesting. You said the department uses strange machines that run on high voltage electricity. That's right, and they sure look dangerous. They use non-standard voltage, so there are high voltage cables everywhere. High voltage cables? Yeah, there are electrical poles set up all around the building. High voltage cables run overhead running around the roof. We're getting somewhere. So what is what you're talking about? You know, maybe we should hang out sometime. So you say you went back? Yeah, that's when I found the body. Yes, but why did you go back in the first place? Weren't you angry with him? Well, that's right, I was. Then why, Mr. Right, why did you go back there? I thought we maybe could make up. Complete silence, cricket sounds and all of a sudden. Achoo! Judging by the Adams, I'm pretty sure no one is behind this. Rather usually catch a cold this time of the year, isn't it? Yeah, I always get a little careless when the weather starts to warm up. I guess I shouldn't sleep with the window open this early in spring, huh? So, does anyone else know that you were taking cold medicine? Well, I was sick one after meals. I'm pretty sure all my friends knew about it. One of the days incident, what did you do for lunch? Huh? What does it have to do with anything? You can never be too sure. I was with Dolly, just the two of us. Dolly's homemade lunches are just the greatest. Her mini omelettes are magically delicious. Ouch, why did you push me in the job? And sorry, I just felt like hurting someone all of a sudden. Not for now. So the defendant and the victim met at approximately the time of his death. And the defendant returned to the scene for some unknown reason. Was I wrong? Poor little girl. However, there is one mystery that still remains. Where's your honor? Now the murder was carried out, of course. Just how was the victim electrocuted? I don't believe the murder weapon has been produced yet, correct? Well, that is your correct, Your Honor. How exactly was Miss Swallow killed? If I could somehow establish how it was done, maybe we could still come out of the mist slowly like a rose. Wait, I'm gonna make a second one, just in case I need to go back to this part of the tile. I can't right now. Yeah, my dear, if you have any ideas, now's the time to present them. Remember, silence is not golden in court anyway. Well, that was basically always present. Your Honor? Yes, Miss Faye? I believe that if we were to piece together everything we heard up until now, we should be able to solve the mystery of how Miss Swallow died. Hehehe. Quite a brash statement coming from a rookie. But even a beginner like you must understand the basic rules of the court, yes? An attorney must be able to sustain their argument with evidence. Of course I know that. Now then, Miss Faye, let me see what you got. Show me how you believe the victim was electrocuted. As for the cause of death, I say this picture captures it quite well. There's nothing even remotely resembles a murder weapon here. I'm afraid the defense is going to have to explain in a bit more detail. Miss Faye, what exactly in the photo is the murder weapon? I know, it is the umbrella. No, I'm just joking, it's dit. Well, naturally, it's right here. That's... What's that? A served electrical cable. I believe, Your Honor, remember the testimony we heard? The machine pharmacology students used in their experiments require high voltage. And because of that, there are special high voltage cables strung up everywhere. So then the high voltage cable... Yes? The high voltage cable is the cause of that. That is the most likely explanation. This surely sounds plausible. Well, Mr. Faye, what do you have to say about this? Well, I believe some praise is in order. Oh, don't toy with me, old man. No. The victim cause of that may indeed have been a high voltage cable. However, I want you to think about what that really implies. The only one who had the opportunity to use the cable as a murder weapon was... the defendant. That much is certainly true. Yes, and that's not all. We have proof. It's irretatable proof that Mr. Wright was the murderer. His fingerprint. Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, the victim is wearing a leather jacket. As you may know, leather holds fingerprints quite well. You mean... Yes, it was quite clearly imprinted on the chest area of the victim's jacket. Palm print of the defendant's very own hand. What? Did he have a palm print? I can only think of the way Mr. Wright could have left a print like that. Intent to murder, he squashly pushed the victim towards the served electrical cable. Order, order. That's enough. I think we can conclude there is no reason to continue with this cross-examination. Thank you for working us and we're done. Miss Grossberg, my hemorrhoids never lie. The show is over me, eh? I knew the boy was guilty the first time I saw him. No, you're wrong. Miss Wright is innocent. No further evidence is required to convince me of this man's guilt. Your Honor, all this time I'm prepared to render a verdict in this case. Do you have something further to add, Miss Faye? Is this what you want, Miss Wright? You still haven't told us the truth, the whole truth. If you don't say something now, the judge is going to hand down his verdict. But I can't, I just can't say it. If I told you what really happened, then I'd be... It's okay, Mr. Wright. I'm your attorney, you can trust me. Miss Faye, no matter what it is you have to say, I believe in you and I'll represent you to the very end. I already established the defendant's guilt. There's no further need for him to say more anything. Wait a minute. Miss Wright, I'll tell you what really happened. But I've already told you, Miss Wright, there is no need to further. I did it. I admit, I pushed him. It's my fault. My fault that Doc Swallow is dead. Let go, I shouldn't even see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There is something you need to know about that girl. Stop it. Don't talk about her like that. Everyone's like, you just confess. Yes, I was afraid. Afraid that if I told the truth, everyone would think I was the murderer for sure. Yeah, but... How is things currently stand where I'll absolutely convince you are? Please give me one more chance to explain. This time I swear I tell the whole truth. I'll be okay, won't Miss Faye, I believe in you. Oh, thank you. Oh, it feels like my hemorrhoids are doing the Harlem Shake. Stop your hemorrhoids from doing the Harlem Shake. Make your hemorrhoids stop doing them. That guy, he was talking bad about Dolly. I lost my temper and gave him a shove. At that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. And a little while after I left, I started to get worried. So I went back, but he was just laying there, dead. Well, that explanation is really quite simple. When you pushed him, Mr. Swallow flew back and touched the electrical cable. He died from the shock, and that's as they say, is that? Simple explanation indeed. At the time of the incident, a light rain has been falling. But from the rain, the victim was more easily electrocuted. But when I pushed him, there weren't any electrical cables nearby. If there had been something like that, I wouldn't even noticed. That's true, even a diffuse like him could have missed that. Miss Faye, let me warn you right now, if your cross-examination doesn't yield any new facts, I intend to deliver my verdict without further delay. Are we clear on that? Yes, Your Honor. But why aren't the electrical cables? So what kind of things did Miss Swallow say to you? But Dolly, she said that she was a bad girl. That's all? Yep. Phoneix, you're an idiot. As he said that just... Can you tell me about what happened in a little more detail? That guy just said what he wanted to say to me. And then he put on the jacket he was holding and started to leave. That's when I lost my temper and flew into a furious frenzy. I just gave him a light gentle shove to the chest. And when you did that, there were no server cables anywhere to be seen. Right, there was nothing like that at all. But it's possible that you merely overlooked it. Oh, I guess it's possible. I believe it was important to hear the moment the push occurred. Let's continue with the testimonies witnessed. And loud noise, that's what you say the loud noise was, Mr. Head. It was like, snap. You know, come to think of it, I wonder what that was. Hehehe. Clearly, Your Honor, it was between the center being the victim being electrocuted. You're not qualified to decide that. Mr. Wright, that loud noise you heard may be extremely important, so try to remember what it was. Sharp crack. Ah, could it have been? He dropped the umbrella and he was holding. He fell right on top of it and broke. That was probably the noise I heard. An umbrella, huh? And did the umbrella belong to the victim? Yeah, it was a plastic umbrella, cheap and frill, kind of like that owner. Then again, I wish I had any kind of umbrella, I was totally soaked to the bone. Miss Faye, what do you think? Is there something important in the testimony just now? Is it important? Well, it is not zip-zap noise. Of course it's important. Of course it's important. No, this cheap umbrella is more than important, it's vital. I would officially have it entered into the testimony. Ah, perfectly fitting flimsy information for a flimsy lawyer. Ah, wait. If he fell on his umbrella, and his umbrella, he died when he was pushed, that means... I didn't want to... Under him, I must have borrowed it for myself. This is the contradiction I was looking for. Objection! Why didn't you testify about the umbrella from the very beginning? Come on, if I had mentioned that, I would have been able to counter that prosecution argument a bit earlier. What do you mean by that? Take another look at the crime scene photo. According to Mr. Wright, the victim fell on top of his umbrella. However, if you look closely, the umbrella is nowhere near the victim actually. It's by the electrical pole. You're absolutely right. The conclusion here is obvious. After the defendant left, the victim moved from where he felt in other words. After he was pushed by the defender, Mrs. Solo was still alive. No! No! Order. The victim, he moved? His pain, the umbrella in this photo, where is it now? Well, it was collected by the police at the crime scene. I want to present this as evidence immediately. But the umbrella could have simply been blown there by the wind. According to the testimony, the victim fell on top of the umbrella. I don't think that would work. But I know this matter of the umbrella seems relatively trivial, but as long as the smallest doubt remains, I cannot render final judgment. Ow! Get back at it, Bane, you rookie. I must say, I still find it hard to believe that a huge hole has been blown in the prosecution's case by the defendant's testimony. Well done, Mia. Hehe. Pardon me, Your Honor. It seems I was expected too much of a free ride. It was foolish to think I could establish guilt through cross-examination alone. I don't follow what you're saying, Alan. Let me guess, you have another witness. Exactly, and the witness testimony will be incontrovertible. Miss Dahia Hatron. Mean Dolly? I do, Your Honor. The defendant's very own lawyer is a witness to the whole thing. That's right, she was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. I'm sorry to break the bad news to you, my dear. Bad news? You're gonna be more wrong. Actually, I've been waiting for this. You can be serious. Yeah? What do you mean by that? I think this is a good point for us to stop. The court will now enter a 20-minute recess. Afterwards, we will listen to the testimony of Miss Dolly Hartron. Hartron? What a name. Miss Faye, I'm sorry about what happened back there. It's alright, at least you told us the truth in the end, Mr. Right. Yeah, so I guess I can start to relax then, huh? My boy, you can be serious after hiding such important facts. But the next witness is my Dolly, right? You save me, I just know she will. Why do you think that? Huh? What do you mean? She's the love of my life. That's why. The love of your life, huh? Would you mind telling me more about you and Miss Dyla Hartron? Sure, no problem. Dolly and I were first met about 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse. Actually, I'm studying to be a lawyer on the side, anyway. One day she and I just bumped into each other in the reading room downstairs. That's why I really think it was fate that brought us together. As soon as I first set eyes on her, I know she was the one for me. Oh, here, take a look at this. She gave this to me the day we met, a symbol of our love. You know, normally these gifts you get, you give gifts to the other. When you're like a month in a relationship, like 3 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, 1.5 years, you know. Not when you first met. Imagine going on a Tinder date and your date is like this. I don't think this is like... She'd been wearing it around her neck today, but then took it off. But before she gave it to me, she said, I want you to carry this. Or she gave it to you as a present, I see. This darling little bottle is filled with memories of my darling little Dolly. I certainly is a little bottle, alright? Make me so happy I show it to everyone I meet. I want to share my happiness with the whole world. Anyway, so after that, you and Miss Hartron started dating? Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she's always saying the same thing to me. Please give it back now. I think it was a present, Mr. Krosberg. I don't think it was a present. A Dilena Hartman 8 months ago. And when it happened to have been on August 27, wouldn't it? Huh? Yeah, it was. How did you... This happened on August 27th, right here in this courthouse. Was this a newspaper clipping? Let's see, murder in the courthouse? Murder? What are you eating now? Let me see that. Oh, I see. Mia, I think I understand what you're trying to say. And I think I understand why you suddenly took such a keen interest in this case. Do you believe there is some connection between these two cases? Am I correct? Which case? Murder in the courthouse. Very little information has been disclosed at the time. Since the victim of yesterday's incident in the discussion courthouse cafeteria is said to have been a lawyer. However, police are questioning the 19-year-old female college student who was sitting with the victim. I need to finish this myself. Oh yes, but I'm afraid what will not be enough, my dear. I'll go and have a look in the downstairs reading room and see what else I can find. Thank you. I'm gonna do whatever I can to be of help to you, Mia. Well, it looks like recess is about over, but I'll get moving. To be continued? Oh wait, this take 2. Part 1, 2, right? Yeah. Like say already? Court van now convenes. Miss Payne, please call your witness. Prosecution called Miss Dahila. Dahila. I think it's Dahila. Hartron to the stand. My long career as judge has been deceived by many witnesses. It's my job to doubt to take no one at their word. But in your case, I must admit that you radiate a glow of complete synergy. I can't believe you actually said that. Wait, do I have an SFX for that? Why is it not working? Are any of these working? Wait, does this thing have... Oh, wait. Wait, it has sound commands. Hmm? Wait, are my sound commands not working? I have a comment. Huh? Why are sound commands not working? Oh, I need to run a research lab, but I don't have time. I probably can do that Friday in between work. Now the witness, could you please state your full name? I'm, Dolly, if I were you, I would be scared now. If anyone says anything rude, you can sure I'll cut them right down to the sis. And I will bash them with my gave. I love how also only the men in the courtroom say that. Was it nice? I must feel right at home. I don't know. It was nothing. If we may move on now, what is your full name and occupation? My name is Daila Harthorn. I'm a junior in literature at Ivy University. I just wanted to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence. Oh, you've been manipulative. You've been manipulative. He's manipulative. And I can see again. I think Twitch is a bit broken. Yeah, I think Twitch is just a bit broken. Because if it's not showing up in Discord and my sound command's not working. I don't know, incident. I stream elements instant. The bot responds, but why does sound commands not work? Als systems so operational. No, I can't really speak. You know what I have to say. I was just looking at this, like before we go here. You know the joke about the ice cream machine not working at McDonald's? They have an ice cream machine that they work on, keep on. This thing has memes? Oh wait, I can say that word. I'm sure. Is there something I can help you with? I'm sure that there must be some kind of mistake. I didn't want to kill anyone, I just know it. Phoneix, and wie is Phoneix? Is that Phoneix, right? Yeah, they have like little names for each other. I have been planning to go back to Phoneix. I don't know how much I can read this without like, oh no. Like, when I did it without, like, me and Ellie never did it because, or we did it not to public, because it's so stupid. Like, you want to do it with your loved one, but like, back to Phoneix. Well, is this like legal in court, by the way? Now I'm curious. Like, in court you have to stand like in, oath. You have to tell the truth. And if you tell Phoneix, well, it's Phoneix, right? Names can match. But then you also have like a privacy law, so. Beanie and Doggy even effort. Oh no! No, she spotted herself. We're talking behind the building. Then suddenly Doggy got all wobbly and just collapsed. Whoa. That's when Phoneix noticed that I was there. I went to go and find some other students and I called the authorities. Whoa. Miss Hotron, the defendant didn't do anything wrong. Young lady, so am I very how the flames of young passion can burn. Nevertheless, it's my job to discover the truth. Please tell us the truth. But I would never. I'm more than enough witness. I won't allow this to continue. Please just let me proceed with my cross-examination, Your Honor. I for one don't plan to win my case on a bunch of paper-thin lies. Hee, you haven't changed a bit? BFA? What's this? So you two are acquainted? Yes, we have met before, once. In any case, Miss Faye, the floor is all yours. Good to see you again, Madame Faye. Madame, no one's a grandma yet. I'm a grandma gamer. I had been planning to go back to Phoneix's place after class was all over. I have to say Phoneix's place every time. Oh. You can hold up case on your own. Yeah, I'm back. I'll be out in like 5 minutes. And then there's a recess for like 5-10 minutes, I'll be right back. Now, unless I'm not mistaken, I mean Mr. Wright is in the art department. If that's the case, then what were you doing by the pharmacology building? Oh, I'm in the literature department. I'm studying Japanese senryu poetry. Oh, I wonder if that humorous spectacle style of haiku, yes? Like, I'm still curious if, like, cozy names are, like, allowed to court. You know, also it's great to, like, work from home on Friday. Like, they have to set up a VPN account for me and tell me what VPN to, like, someone use. But, like, if they don't do it, then I'm not gonna pressure them. Like, then, yeah, sorry. You know, you didn't set up a VPN, I can work, sorry. Unless they give me the work laptop home, then they can do something. I have to check if that work laptop is like VGA. Or like the other skin I have. Am I ready for this? No. But I have to, I'm a lawyer, I'm an ace attorney. Nothing left to do when a man reaches this age, sleep is his best friend. And that's supposed to be poetry, so it's more like a midlife crisis. For me to get to the art department, I have to walk through that back area. Ah, yes, I see, that makes sense. When I wanted to enter the courthouse, I always walk through the front doors. That's what you enter, teleportation. The back door. Phoneix and Doyu, they were talking behind the building. So, who's this doggy person? Oh, I'm sorry. Dog Swallow. We were dating until about 8 months ago. So, what were Doggy and Mr. Swallow and Mr. Wright talking about anyway? How can you be so mean? I would never eavesdrop. I wasn't raised to be so rude and unrefined. See what I mean with manipulative? Manipulative. Don't drag this witness down to your level. I'm being demonetized here. Please go on, what do you see next? And suddenly Doggy got all wobbly and just collapsed. Are you saying that the victim just collapsed on his own? Yes. In other words, the defendants never touched the victim, is that right? I was watching the whole time, Phoneix never did a thing to Doggy. I just know they're just getting angry with me. I have a contradiction. People lies are not very becoming, Miss Hantron, so let's drop them, shall we? What? I would never. Just say, I will not allow you to beg at this witness. Simp. I believe the defense is arranging a fishing expedition. She has no supporting. Please don't get glare at me like that, I'm just doing my job. Now then, Miss Hantron. The defendant's palm print was found on Miss Swallow's leather jacket. If it has already been shown that Mr. Wright did in fact push the victim. What? There is no need to try to cover for the defendant. I would be much better if you came out and told us the whole truth. There's nothing to worry about, young lady. Just tell us everything you saw. Yes, Your Honor. Hello, if you don't mind, I'd like to revise my testimony. Finally. Didn't see the moment you Didn't see the moment? Of course you didn't. You didn't see it? Oh, I saw the moment when Domi fell to the ground. And at that time there were only two of them at the scene. The defendant Phoneix Wright and the victim Dog Swallow. Yes, that's right. It didn't look they were fighting, and I didn't hear anything unusual either. So then, what did it look like they were doing to you? I thought they were having a nice, friendly afternoon conversation. Give me a break. That's why I really wasn't watching them at all closely. Did you notice anything out of the ordinary at all? No, nothing at all, Mr. Judge. Now then, please proceed with your testimony. I went to go find some other students and then called the authorities. You say students, do you mean students from the pharmacology department? Yes, they're all very fond of the drugs. But you find some pharmacology students, you went to the labs, correct? That was what I was planning to do, but in the end I wound up not going. A group of about 10 research students came running out of the building entrance. Somehow they all seemed to know what was going on. I'm gonna press! But how could the students have known what was going on? Well, I don't know for sure, but they knew what happened. Just they all seemed kind of excited about something. It's not like they were going to get any more info about the students. So, did the students call the police? Yes, I was just so... Was I panicked? That girl, she's telling a super obvious lie and she knows it. Ah, found it. Found the contradiction. Because if she was watching, she would have heard the same thing Wright did. You say you didn't hear anything unusual, is that correct? Yes, that's why he was very relaxed looking at the scenery about me. That's nice, but I find it just a little odd. I have here the testimony of your boyfriend, Mr. Phoneix Wright. And he clearly testified to the fact that when he pushed the victim, he heard a sharp, loud noise. He said that? If you were really that close to the two of them, why didn't you hear this noise as well? Maybe the noise was just not that memorable. But according to Mr. Wright's testimony, it was a sharp noise like snap. There's no way the noise like that could fail to make an impression. May I have a moment to answer? I know the reason why you didn't hear the noise. You see, the truth is, I had my headphones on and I was listening to music at the time. Yeah, sure, go. It seemed that the intruder wasn't ready to fund with an end yet, though the sky continued to flash and rumble. Thunder and lightning, huh? Yes, I'm afraid of the sound of thunder, so I put my headphones on to block it out. Hehehe. Well, Your Honor, as you can see, there wasn't any contradiction in her testimony after all. Wait a sec, Mia. The testimony just now. Well, does wearing lighting change the case? She was listening to music, isn't it? I think it was lighting. Your Honor, there is a problem with the witness testimony. Did you notice? You said there wasn't lighting, correct? Yes, what about it? Well, lighting is actually a large discharge of electricity in the atmosphere, am I right? Now, it's not the time for science lesson, Miss Faye. Yeah, Your Honor. Anyway, since the cause of death was electrocution, is it possible that the victim died from being hit by a bolt of lightning? I must admit that tool had not occurred to me. The entire case is built on the premises Mr. Doc Swallowed was murdered. But the very premises itself is mistaken. The defense believes that Miss Swallow was in fact the victim of a stray bolt. Yeah, but that rookie killer. It appears the defense may be onto something. Could it be that the death was actually accidental? I'm hurt to have you such a low opinion of me, Miss Faye. I'm not a fool, you know. The prosecution has done its research on it. We found that there were no lightning strikes on the day at the location. What's more, we have evidence that the electric cable was definitely linked to this case. The affidavit. The pharmacology student who was conducting experiments in the labs today. Allow me to read out the court testimony of pharmacology students. All equipment in the lab lost power all of a sudden around 3 PM that day. And lost power because... Precisely, they lost power because of the served electrical cable. The power outage occurred at approximately 3 PM. Exactly, in other words, the victim died as a result of touching the severed electrical cable. According to the students, the cables were very old. They were planning on having them replaced in the near future. Apparently the cables had become so brittle that even the smallest bump would cause them to break. What happens if you click nothing? If the cable could have been broken by any small bump, then it wouldn't have snapped if it had been bumped into, correct? Miss Faye, do you have any thoughts regarding the cause of the severe cable? But was the umbrella enough? I think it's the umbrella. Oh, Your Honor. Well. And then it must be done. Also not? Oh, Your Honor. I want the umbrella out. But then Phoneix. Honor, think back to Mr. Wright's testimony. He said that after he pushed the victim, he heard a loud, sharp noise. Now, this happened at around 3 PM, correct? The lab equipment lost power at 2:55 PM, which fits right in Mr. Wright's timeline. In other words, it was Mr. Wright's job to cause the power outage. Yes, the prosecution also came to the same conclusion. It was the very shaft that caused Mr. Swallow to be electrocuted. I'm afraid I can't agree with you there, Miss Ping. What's that supposed to mean? Take a good look at where the victim landed after being shoved. See the umbrella? It's by the electrical pole. That's right, the victim banged into the pole as a result of being pushed. It was the impact that caused the cable to break. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but no, it doesn't make sense at all. If the victim was shoved into the far pole, then he could have been electrocuted by the severe cable on the foreground here. In other words, someone other than my client must have electrocuted the victim. Order in the court. Ah, the lamentation of my enemy, how I've longed to hear them. Is it true? The defense is absolutely correct. Mr. Judge, sir, may I say something? The Madam Attorney's explanation You said some things that are a little different than I remember them. Your testimony is of contradiction is not trustworthy. So shut up. Or sell your blood water or something. With your puppy eyes. Yeah, truth is, Phoneix pushed him twice. Phoneix... Tried to run away. But... statement from Mr. Right says that he pushed once. Is his statement right or her statement? Wrong. The truth is, Phoneix pushed him twice. Ms. Hartran, previously your testimony said the following. Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dogi. I know, I am sorry. I wanted to protect Phoneix. So that's why you basically lied to court. I was a bad girl, I know. And Miss George? Yes? Would you please forgive little old me? Of course you wouldn't. Why would you do this go? Thank you so much, George. Torquella is friendlier than this girl. Oh, I got an achievement. Press down is claimed that Phoneix pushed him twice. Really? The first time was into the electric pole, that's when the cable broke. You're saying you actually saw the victim get pushed into the electrical pole. I know he doesn't look it, but Phoneix can be a bit of an imp when he wants to be. Really? But I never imagined that he would cause an electrical cable to break. He really is scary when he gets mad. George, stop being a simp. And Doki tried his best to run away from him. So let me get this straight. You were happily listening to music on your headphones while you watched this scene unfold. Miss Faye, I have to ask you to stop badgering the witness. I wasn't happy, I was so scared I couldn't even move. I would do was stand there and cheer them on. Cheer them on? Fight! 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 Kill each other! Oh, I wish the best for them both and that they would each give their fight their all. Wouldn't Phoneix? That doesn't quite right. There was handprint found on the chest of the victim's leather jacket. Miss Payne, were there also print found on the back of his leather jacket? Oh man, no, there weren't. Madam Faye, may I suggest that you listen a little more carefully? I thought that he crashed into him from behind, right? May Phoneix would leave any prints behind in that case, would he? Would it be like... If someone gets electrocuted and they're both in the rain... Like... Did you actually witness the moment the victim was electrocuted? I'm sorry, I didn't actually see it. I turned my eyes away. That's understandable. And yes, indeed, it would have been a horrific sight for anyone to evolve. But don't figure out the contradiction here, it's all over. First time I was into the electric pole once the cable broke. If he ran away, wouldn't he like had... No, dit komt dat... Nou. I guess not. I mean, if he runs away, it's a back alley. You wouldn't either run towards them, or her, or the other way. And I find it. There is a contradiction here somewhere. Yeah, it was. That's enough, witness. I'm afraid I don't understand. That's right. That's right, true. If they... The watch wouldn't have stopped at 3:05. What is medicine? That's the one Feeny likes to take for his cold. And not the medicine I want you to look at. It's the watch. It stopped at the precise time the victim was electrocuted. In other words, 3:05. Yes, and your point is, Miss Faye? My point is, what time was it when the lab suffered the power outage due to the cable snapping? Well, according to the student's testimony, the answer is clear. It was 2:50. Did you care to explain the court to Miss Dyla Hartron? What exactly happened during the 10-minute interval? The defense proposed that it was during this interval the real murderer killed Mr. Doc Swallow. Order! This is nonsense, the real murderer! Even you can deny that the time between the cable break and the electrocution are completely unaccounted for. Then who was it? Who else are you saying could have done it? There's only one person who could have murdered Miss Swallow. Only after my client has left the scene. Was there a window opportunity for the real killer? Miss Faye, is the defense ready to indict someone as the real killer? You say that Don Hotron is like the real killer? Yes, Your Honor, we're ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. No, I'm not ready. If you accuse the wrong person, you will be penalized. Well, there is one logical conclusion. And it could only have been you, Dyla Hartthorn. How? How can you? The defense is grasping at straws. 10 minutes passed between the time the cable broke and the time of electrocution. What exactly were you doing the whole time, Miss Hartthorn? Were you really sneezing around? Or listening to some music while cheering the boat on as they fought? I find it hard to believe that you didn't lift a finger to stop this man dears to you. Order, Miss Faye. What I want to say, Miss Hotton, I believe you did witness the two men. I believe you did witness the two men fighting on a day. However, after Miss Wright pushed the victim and subsequently left the scene, it was you who pushed Miss Swallow to his death by your very own hand. Ah! How can you say something so mean, Madame Faye? I didn't do anything. Miss Faye, this is a very serious charge you are. Your Honor, please, I have something I want to say. What is it? Please strike everything the defense said just now from the record. What the? Are you deaf? You're totally wrong, Miss Faye. Only she couldn't do something like that. Miss Wright, get back in your seat. Bev, grab that man. Argh. Achoo. Leave my dolly alone. That boy, he's gotten himself way over his head. Oh, Miss Gosberg, you're back. It seems I arrived just in the nick of time. I found the police report of the incident in your newspaper clipping. Thank you so much, this is exactly what I was hoping for. Yeah, I was reading my word. District Courthouse Cafeteria, August 27, 4 p.m. Diego Armando, age 28. Occupation lawyer. Suspect Dahil Atron. Armando ingested poison while interviewing the suspect regarding another case. Traces of poison were found in the victim's coffee cup. No poison was found in the vicinity or in the suspect's person. It's unclear how the poison entered the victim's coffee cup. Thank you, Gosberg. It's details how you came to lose your boyfriend. Wait, me as boyfriend? Miss Payne, what do you have to say about this? Oh, Your Honor, that is. May I interrupt you for just a moment, Miss Prosecutor? Don't you worry, my dear, I have the situation well in hand. Go right ahead. Madam Faye, are you seriously accusing me of killing my sweet doogie? Yes, I am. Not only am I saying you murdered Dog Swallow, but you also tried to pin the whole thing on your current lover, Phoneix Wright. I thought you should just let me handle this. Sorry, please go ahead. How can you say that? I'm absolutely devoted to my dear Phoneix. The notion that I would try to frame is a little ludicrous. That's all just too much for my poor little me to bear. I believe the girl's trying to ask what on earth her motive will be. Eight months ago, an incident occurred in the basement cafeteria of this building. And then, that same day, the two of the accidental meet. Your Honor, the defense requests further testimony from Miss Darla Hotron about the events of the day when she first met defendant Mr. Phoneix Wright. How can that possibly have to do with this case? The witness claims that she has no reason to frame the defendant, am I correct? Now, I have to suggest that she in fact had a very good reason. Oh, wait, this thing is poison. I first met my darling Phoneix 8 months ago. It's like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse basement regarding. The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. This is not a present, this is poison. It's a small bottle with poison. You're so lovely, ooey, little make the people sick, yeah, you make me sick. Mr. Wright, do that again and you'll be held in contempt of court. We used to say in this day when you'd go get her. But there was no poison in her vicinity, which means the gift Phoneix got was the poison thing. Now until that time you had been dating Dog Swallow. Yes, I'm a real fool, I know. Honey, my emotions changed so quickly, I'm ashamed of myself. They call me Judge Fickle. Ho ho ho. Despite that, however, he always had down the correct verdict. Plus, some people also call him the Great Judgini. It's like we were destined to meet in this very courtroom basement reading room. I doubt it. A courthouse reading room. That's a strange place to meet the love of your life. That's not true, Madame Faye. After all, Phoneix was He was not only an art student, but he also was planning on becoming a lawyer. I'm not talking about him, I'm talking about you, Miss Hawthorne. What was a little literate student like you doing in a courthouse reading room? The line of questioning is a waste of time, it's nothing to do with our murder case. Your Honor, if you allow me some latitudes, I think I can establish relevance. Please ask her to continue with her testimony. That's not what you say, right? Miss Hawthorne, you weren't here because of your research paper, were you? Didn't you actually come here for a much more important reason? What is the meaning of this cocky smile on your face, Miss Faye? 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse, there was another tragedy. You mean the incident in which an attorney was poisoned? The name of the suspect in that incident is listed here in this report, and that name is Dyla Hawthorne. Yes, that sweetie pie of everyone eyes, Miss Dyla Hawthorne. He was the prime suspect in a criminal case just 8 months ago. And they always say the victim strikes always twice. Order, this is unbelievable. Is true that this loveliest rose can hit the cruel store? Miss Faye, that's not fair. You can't claim this my witness on the case. This prosecutor, I believe I was speaking. The controlling, manipulative. So that 8 months ago, the police expressed some interest in me. Miss Judge, sir, I know I'm under oath, so I'll tell you the absolute truth. I did not commit the crime that occurred during the incident 8 months ago. I see. Okay, I tied the two crimes together, now I've just got to say no offensive. Well done, Mia. Oh, you really lit a fire in my heart and my buttocks. Stop talking about your buttocks. Stop talking about your buttocks. I met the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria today. I left my seat for just a moment and then that's what happened. From what I've heard, there was a liquid poison that's lethal at just 2 teaspoons. Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison. So I see I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that. You know where to get a poison like that. I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Payne, but I'm afraid the defense has many more tricks up its sleeve today. And we're sure to show you before the end of the cross-examination. Ah, Mia, you're glowing with the true lawyers are, my dear. Proud posture and self-confidence, absolutely smashing. I don't have to listen to this. I don't have to listen to this. That? I'm pretty sure she knows. I'm pretty sure she knows where to get it. Well, I'm sorry, but that's confidential. According to the report, you're being interviewed regarding another case. The lawyer that was killed, he said he wanted to talk about an incident that was caught when he was younger. Why don't you tell us what that incident was? That's absolutely nothing to do with this case. Don't you, Miss Hawthorne? I guess I was just born under a bad sign. Don't worry, Dolly, I'll protect you. You heard the man, now that's true love, young lady. Oh, Feedy, please. Yeah. That makes me ill too. I left my seat for just a moment and then when it happened. How long were you gone? I already answered all these questions for the police. If you must know, maybe 10 or 20 minutes. First time, are you using the toilet? Oh, that my perfect little dolly doesn't poop. I don't believe nobody... Two-thirds of the demand, huh? Always make of coffee. It must have been after I left the table. Someone must have quietly slipped it in there. Special kind of poison, how so? I heard it's almost impossible to detect. And where would something like that come from? I'm sorry, all I know is what I overheard the policeman saying. He said something about using advanced chemical process to purify it. That's good. Impressive. I know you already know. And that's the reason they didn't arrest you. Because no one could show how you got on the poison. There's enough reason with him, Faye. You're right, and I think we have all enough of Miss May's question. So that's the main reason Miss Houghton was never arrested for the crime. It's because no one could have shown how she could have obtained the poison. Ah, how she got it. Wait. I know why you get one.
Objection!
Your boyfriend. You wouldn't know how to get the kind of poison, I don't believe you. But, in fact, you had easy access to the kind of poison, didn't you? At your boyfriend's lab? Boyfriend, you mean the victim, Doc Swallow? That's right. Up until 8 months ago, Miss Houghton was dating Miss Swallow. And if you recall, Miss Swallow was a pharmacology student at Ivy University. Pharmacology. This laboratory contained highly advanced chemistry equipment. In fact, without such equipment, the culprit could never have obtained such a rare and special poison. Well, Miss Houghton, I see you have access to such a poison after all. And then it was a matter of slipping it into the victim's coffee when he was not looking. The only person who could have done that was the one sitting at this very table. You. Order, order. Could it be? That's nothing but a burler's arceus. I have something with name Faye. What is it, Miss Houghton? The amount of poison in the coffee was 2 teaspoons, correct? In order to carry that much liquid, you would need some kind of container. I must search immediately after the incident took place. Vital effect, the entire courthouse was turned upside down. But they didn't find a suspicious container anyway, did they? Oh, you could easily get rid of something that small. Excuse me, madame, but this is a court of law. If you're saying that threw the poison container away, I think you need to show some kind of proof. Yeah, I know what it is. You were forced to get rid of the cane in a hurry, weren't you? And that's why you passed it on to someone that had nothing to do with the case. Someone that you knew wouldn't be searched. That person. Mr. Phoneix Wright, of course. And the defender was this witness accomplish? Of course not. She gave the poison to him, disguised as a present. But that's a charming little necklace. Is this a little bottle? This is really quite cute. So what about it? What does it mean, Miss Faye? The day the witness met and fell from Mr. Phoneix Wright was 8 months ago. August 27, the very same day as the poisoning incident. Under the presence of law, the witness gave my client the present. All for the purpose of hiding the one piece of evidence that would give her away. Are you saying there's a deadly poison in here? No, there's no longer any poison in the bottle. However, I'm certain if the crime lab were to analyze it, they would find a trace amount. Order in the court. Phoneix, shut up. No, you can't object. Mr. Wright, control yourself. I won't let you bully her like this. Mr. Wright, I thought I told you to stay in your seat. Mr. Wright, why? Why are you going through so much trouble to protect her? Why? Because I'm madly in love with her. Yeah, we know that. Mr. Wright, have you ever thought about this? Why exactly would a woman like Darheely Houghton want to date you anyway? Well, I guess she must be madly in love with me too. Mr. Wright, please open your eyes. At this point in the trial, I think it should be obvious to everyone. The real reason that Darhelia Hartman is dating you is... That's the necklace. You never gave it back. Darlet was not madly in love with you. The only thing she after the bottle is the bottle necklace you love to wear around your neck. A necklace? Back there in the waiting room, you said it yourself. Yeah, but you're so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now. What a strange girl asking for a present back like this. For Darhelia Hartman, that necklace is irrefutable evidence of her crime. That's why she absolutely had to get it back. You're lying. But you never gave it back to her. And to make things worse for her, you insist on showing it to everyone you met. That's why she... I don't believe you. Oh, that's a llama! Yeah, are you alright? Ah, the defendant, he's getting away. Babe, hurry! After him! Yeah, are you alright? Yes, I think so. That boy, he went completely insane. Where's Mr. Right? It looks like the both called him, so he will be back soon enough. Thank goodness, oh no. What is it? The bottle, necklace. Miss Hutton's present. It's gone. What? That's terrible. Miss Wright must have grabbed it and went slammed into me. Foolish boy, the only thing that could have saved him. What the blazes are we supposed to do now? Mr. Wright, the sort of behavior is unpredictable in history of this court. Sorry. I'm afraid that your apology is not enough. Mr. Wright, what do you do with the bottle necklace? Forgive me, I'm sorry. It's okay, just give it back the necklace. I ate it. Look. Mr. Wright, I know you're in love. And I know that you're off listening. But did you listen about the fact that there's poison? You what? You ate it? It was a glass bottle. Wouldn't that like rip you open? Ugh. Ah. What the? Ah. What's he doing now? Your Honor, you got to stop the trial. Miss Wright, are you feeling okay? Does your stomach hurt? There's a poison left in it. Hehehe. It seems the defense has proven the prosecution's case for us. Clearly the bottle did not contain the deadly poison. How can you be so sure? I think that's obvious. As you can see, the defendant is still very much alive. As for the poison, more likely a fledgling defense attorney over state imagination. So, let's see. No, there must be some mistake. The bottle must not have any poison left in it. Either that or the poison must have lost its potency. There. That's alright, Rookie. Trusting your client is the most noble thing the defense attorney can do. And it's hard for me to see you place this much faith in Mr. Wright. But that's hard for us of the prosecution's side too. For example, I would trust this witness, Miss Hotron, with my very life. Simp. Which is why I can state that your assessment of her is completely wrong. That's enough. Unfortunately, Miss Faye, I cannot accept your explanation of the event. Why? It may be impossible for a beginner like you to understand. In a court of law, evidence is everything. Ugh. He ate the only piece. Get away with everything. Well, now that the suspicion surrounding Miss Hudson has been cleared up, I would like to proceed with the trial. Is that right? I'm sorry, Miss Faye. I totally slipped my mind. I'm really sorry. I know you believed in me and I feel like I really let you down. Miss Wright, what are you trying to say? There's something I forgot to tell you. The day I met Doc Swallow. The coalition is here anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. Tell you for your sake. If you you continue to see her, I'm going to be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Last night someone stole some poison from our lab. Poison? The same thing happened 8 months ago. A drug sample was stolen. She came to the lab that time too. It could only have been her. The girl's a thief. Stop it. Don't talk about her like that. Is it true? Did he really say that? That's ridiculous. There's one more thing after I pushed him that day. I got worried and came back to have a look. And she was right there. Dolly was right there. She was crouched down next to him. What? You told me not to ever tell anyone it, but I'm sorry, Dolly. Your Honor, the defense is Faye, you tell him. Dolly didn't do it, she's innocent. The guy stole points 8 months ago too, huh? Put this together with Mr. Wright's testimony, then there's only one possible question. Defense believes that Miss Dinah Hawthorne stole some poison on the night before she killed Doc Swallow. Actually, her motive was stealing it was to kill someone. Miss Faye? If you're so certain of your theory, then let me ask you this. No. There are no evidence. Well, I think Phoneix right. There was only one person that was standing squarely in Miss Dinah's heart on the way. And that person was Mr. Phoneix Wright. Me? No, the Phoneix right behind you. That's preposterous! After all, it was Doc Swallow that was murdered. Well, it's true that those things worked out. But let's remember that Miss Swallow died of electrocution, not poison. The person that Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison was in fact you, Phoneix Wright. There's no one else that it could be. But how can it be? I thought Miss Wright and Miss Hawthorne were in love. Poor Miss Wright, this must be killing him. Hanging there, we bring her to justice, I swear it. As I said before, the only thing Miss Hawthorne truly cared about was the one piece of evidence linking her to that incident 8 months ago. That's right, the bottle necklace. That's all she cared about. Even so, why would she go so far as murder to him? 8 months ago, just after the fall of that attorney in the basement cafeteria, Danny Hawthorne could think of only one thing. How to get rid of the bottle necklace as quickly as possible. No, it can't be. It was a pretty good move she made too. The evidence was missing for a long time. But there was just one big problem. Although she got him to hide the evidence, Mr. Wright refused to return it to her. To him, this tiny little bottle was a cherished treasure. He even showed it to everyone he met. You mean that's why she tried to kill Mr. Wright? Correct, Your Honor. It was to retrieve that piece of evidence. That can be true! Penny, what a joke you are. Honestly, how can any woman ever count on you for anything? I have told you time and time again to keep your trap shut about me and that necklace. You disgust me. Miss Hawthorne? Where's that we're nearing the end of this trial? Fine, I can tell you plan on making me into a criminal no matter what I say. You are a criminal, Miss Hawthorne. Let's see about that. But first, where's your evidence? You see that your sniffling little crybaby reclined the seat in the bottle was a snack? Yeah, your little lover. Well, hey old man, are you senile or something? Why don't you say something instead of sitting there with your dumb look on your face? Miss Hawthorne, what happened to you? You really that shocked? Or do you prefer me this way, Mr. Judge? I have absolutely no proof you take a voluntary witness like she is a mass murderer. I have nothing more to say. I'll be heading home now if you don't mind. But we're not finished. Fine, then has this nasty old hanging the fish up already. Stop, Mia. If you keep on pushing without any evidence, you could pay the ultimate price as a lawyer. You'll be forced to take off your attorney's badge forever, I'm afraid. Now. You better think it over carefully, Miss Gay, or I should say Miss Grey. I have evidence to back the claim. Well, Miss Faye, can you provide evidence that will establish your guilt once and for all? Well, the only thing that would link her was the poison thing. Your Honor, the defense would like to present proof. Possibly. Can't possibly. Stupid woman. What would be the proof? It is the opinion of the court that there has already been enough discussion. Therefore, I will allow only one piece of evidence to be presented. If you are unable to establish her guilt, then I'm afraid that the very harsh verdict will immediately be handed down to Mr. Wright. Just imagine the headlines for tomorrow's newspaper. Up and upcoming lawyer plummets to earth before she gets a chance to soar. If she was planning to poison Mr. Wright, then where would the poison be? The pills. The pills. Here it is, Your Honor. The evidence that will prove her guilt once and for all. Old Killer X, English Rice Beloved Cold Medicine. Does a rookie defense attorney have a bit of a cold? If I did, I still wouldn't take this cold med. After all, it's been poisoned. What? Remember what the defense said in his testimony? That I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. I was eating with Dolly, just the two of us. He was the one who took his bottle of Cold Killer X. Then she poisoned it knowing that Mr. Wright was going to take some. I really gasping at straws. After all, it was the victim dog swallow that was holding the medicine. I would like the court to recall the crime that happened to her 8 months ago. Where did Miss Hudson hide the evidence? 8 months ago, the poison was hidden in her bottle necklace, which she then gave to someone else for safekeeping. Come on, she had accidentally run into the reading room. My client, Phoneix, right. That's right, she did the same thing this time as well. After shoving the victim, Miss Phoneix Wright left the scene of the crime. This is when the murderer, Deen Hudson, Daila Hudson appeared. And there she was carrying a poison bottle called Killer X. This, of course, was so she could carry out her plan to murder Mr. Wright. I believe she did testify that she was going to meet with the defendant. Yes, and she heard and saw everything that happened at the scene of the crime, including what the defendant and victim were arguing about and the cut electrical cable. Then when she realized I can't allow dogs to swallow to live, she used the severed electric cable to silence him forever. Unfortunately for her, this is when the problem occurred. Mr. Wright, who she thought had left the scene, came back to check on the victim. And on top of that, because on the power outage, some students showed up as well. It's hardly any wonder that she was, as she put it, in a state of panic. Because she was carrying a bottle of poison and cold medicine. She must have thought, what if they searched me like they did 8 months ago? 8 months ago? Yes, she disposed of the evidence exactly the same way as she did back then. Yet someone else hold it. In this case, Doc Swallow. It was the poison, it was the medicine, of course. Oh, come on now, everyone. Surely you aren't fooled, are you? The stupid woman, she's nothing but a filthy, stinking liar. Right, Mr. Prosecutor? Huh? Yes, that's exactly right. That's your pure desperation. I wonder which one of us is this desperate one. Tell Miss Hudson. It's called medicine, and I wonder if you wouldn't mind taking some. Well, Miss Wright ate the necklace of yours, right? Now it's your turn to prove your innocence. What do you say? If I'm just a filthy stinking liar, then there's no need to worry, right? So, come on, show you. I dare you. Take some of that medicine right now. Mia Fey. Do you think you have won? Well, do you, Mia Fey? That's just fine. For the time being, victory is yours. For the time being? I have a very long memory, you know. You and I will meet again. I'm certain of it. I don't think you will meet again. Well then, Miss Judge. I see you later too, okay? Huh? Yes? I'm going to spend a little quality time with the men in blue now. I wish you all the best. She just accepted it like a fest, like... I refuse to accept this. I refuse to accept your existence. The defense has shown that it's capable of evidence to support this outrageous claim. But even so, your witness seems to have accepted it. Ah, yeah, I'm Winston Payne. Yeah, and I'm the king of Siberia. Yeah. And I'm the queen of Siberia, and I don't believe one word you said. Payne? Loser. Well then, Miss Payne, let me ask you this. Yes? Would you care to try this cold medicine? What? Just a little earlier, I could have sworn you said... There, it's alright, rookie. For example, I would trust the witness Miss Hudson with my very life. So, is she so trustworthy? And I'm sure you couldn't possibly be any poison in there, right? Objection! And there comes the back battle. Come on now, rookie killer, show the rookie how it's done. How much trust do you really have for this woman? Are you willing to bet your life? Oh yeah, my beautiful, no. Is this how he lost his hair? Is this how he lost his hair? Miss Payne about Miss Dyla Hawthorne? Yes, Your Honor. File papers for her immunity arrest. Not tragedy, but not surprising. I know there was something suspicious about her from the very beginning. Don't like Judge admit you were wrong, just very wrong, and be a goddamn simp. Because someone looks with your puppy and be like, oh Judge, oh, can you do this for me, very please? Yeah, oh Judge, oh. Anyway, Miss Faye. Yes, Your Honor. I suggest me or Judge you and Miss Dyla Houghton seem to know each other. Hey, Your Honor. Whatever you did not, there's no bearing on this case. Very well. Miss Payne. This can't be happening, it's a nightmare. It's like I'm losing to my daughter. It appears Miss Payne has lost his spirit along with his hair. Does the defendant have anything further to say? Can be true, my dear. My dear Dolly! Achoo! 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 My dear Dolly! Achoo! And bring this trial to an end. The courts find the defendant Phoneix right. I never back down from a statement. I never back down from a statement. I never back down. Yeah, you were wonderful in there. Thank you for everything, Miss Grosselberg. Oh, during the verdict, I got my hormones. Stop talking about your buttocks. If I hear one more thing about your buttocks, I'm gonna scream. We're going to explode like Mount Vesuvius. Mr. Roseberg, do you maybe think you could stop talking about them? That's rather rude. Yeah, I don't want to hear about your buttocks. I don't hear about your buttocks stimulating or exploding. I don't even say that on Twitch. Twitter, YouTube. The buttocks are exploding. Anyway, this case really made me think. What does it really mean to have a relationship of mutual trust with the client? Perhaps that was veteran lawyers who have lost sight of this. Oh, Mr. Wright. Congratulations! Thanks, you know, I was thinking. Go on. Not only that I saw it on the witness stand, I don't think it was really her. What? Yeah, the dolly I knew could never have said those kind of terrible things. Maybe she was like, I don't know, a fake or something. You need to forget about her, Mr. Wright. For your own sake. Yeah, you're right, that's probably for the best. Also, you need to relax a bit more. Try to get roll up a little. But, out of all my friends, everyone says I'm the most grown up. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Right now, I'm studying to become a lawyer myself. That's what you keep saying. But I thought you were in the art department. Oh yeah, I am. But there is a friend that I desperately want to help. And if I hurry, then I should be able to save him in time. I see. Same as Faye. A lawyer is someone who can help people when they're in trouble, right? Miss Wright, I'm still new at this myself. But I think that's exactly what a lawyer is. Okay, I'm going to do it. I'll study my butt off and become a lawyer for sure. I hope we see each other one again someday. Maybe even in court. I don't want to see you in court again. It's been 5 years since I was acquitted of all charges. I became a lawyer like I planned. I managed to save my friend. But Mia has passed on to a better place. For me, this trial brings up a lot of painful memories. But it also brings up some very precious ones. And memories that I thought would never rise to the surface again. Mia is gone now. But even so, I can hear her in my mind. Phoneix, no matter what, always believe in your client. In court of law, your greatest weapon is your belief. 5 long years, something has happened that made me think back to her words of wisdom. But that's a story for another day. That's a story for another day. We're gonna see the intro. And you bet you remember next time I do this. The time is 1 AM. Beep. Beep. Is this a bomb? Detective, we made it. Phew. What a relief. Glad the jewel is still safe. How does Gumshoe? Oh ho, he said it, pal. It must have been our rock solid security scared them off. Ah, that's the alarm. We'll double check. Ah! You've been hit! Out front, guards! Turn on the searchlight! Ha 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 ha! Better luck next time, gentlemen! Haha! Excuse me, but I'm afraid I must be leaving now. We shall meet again when the next moon is full. Ha ha ha! Ah ha ha! Ask the Mask Solutions. October 11, 3:24 PM. Right to Cola office. Hey Nick, get a load of this! Hey, are you listening to me? You can clean the toilet later. This is important. What are you freaking about now? Today will be the last time you talk to me that way. Huh? We're about to hit the big time. Big time? And what do you mean by we? You don't mean you, me, and our. Don't be silly. I'm talking about me and Pearly, of course. Oh, it's a pleasure to see you again, Mr. Nick. Oh, she ever changed a bit. What are you doing here anyway? Haven't you heard, Mr. Nick? Here, take a look at this. Kurin Village, isn't that? That's right, it's our hometown, Pearly and mine that is. What's this about treasures from the wouldnt? Haha, very funny, you can laugh how you want. But you'll be singing another tune tonight. Tonight? What about tonight? The Treasure of Kuran exhibit does actually start until next week, but the promoter sent us some special VIP entry passes. That's why I dressed up exactly special today. What do you think, Nick? You didn't change. You didn't change at all. This young lady here is Mia Faye. The younger sister of Mia Faye, my friend and mentor. I first met her 2 years ago. I was working on the case surrounding Mia's death. And ever since then, I've been the one who keeping the law office afloat from behind the scenes. Actually, there's just a cover for her true identity. In reality, she's a spirit medium. And a bit of a shady character. Hey! Why do you call it shady? Ah, whatever, first of all. And this is little girl with pearls. Faye, but I usually call her Pearls. She's my cousin, and a spirit medium and trainer herself. I know I'm a bit young, but I want to help any way I can, Mr. Nick. Kurin Village is the home of this mysterious Kurin channeling technique. And Maya here is the daughter of the Kurin School of Channeling Master. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's no joke. I have seen the powers with my own eyes. It's the real thing, alright? Nick, how long are you going to make two gorgeous women like us wait? Yes, Mr. Nick, I can't wait any longer. I want to see the exhibit. I don't get the choice here. I have to go to the thing. Where's my Edgy? Yeah, Edgy? I don't think this is a case for Edgy, right? Is this the case for Edgy? And welcome to the Streamhouse Live. Wortley Taylor, main exhibit hall. The city's fanciest and most expensive department store. Treasure exhibit, huh? I have to admit I'm pretty impressed. Whoa, this is awesome! Yeah, you can make even the cheapest junk look great. It all depends on how you display it. Oh, you even have the dusty old hanging scroll that was in Faye's Manor storeroom. Oh yeah, I remember scribbling on it when I was a little girl. On a family heirloom. Say Nick, the person in charge of this exhibit is waiting for us in the basement warehouse. Alright, I guess we should go and say hello. Now let's go say hello. Yep, this is the basement warehouse, alright. This place is scary, I feel like a monster could jump out any time. Don't be scared, Pearly. I protect you. Ah, Mr. Right. Nick! Monster, you were right! Run! Monster? Oh, you! You again. Yeah, I know you, Adrian Andrews. Ah, hello! Is she a friend of yours, Nick? And how do you do know her, Pearly? Nice to meet you, I'm Adrian Andrews. I'm in charge of the promotion and planning for this treasure exhibit. I'm also responsible for security arrangement. Oh, nice to meet you. It sure has changed since we last met. So this is the warehouse, the really valuable exhibit items are still stored away here. It really has been a long time, hasn't it, Mr. Hyde? Nick, what's going on? Who is this woman? Why are you freaking about on me? What? I just thought it'd be more dramatic if I got all worked up, that's all. This thing, I should let him off the hook so easily. Mr. Hyde was there for me when I really needed help. It was something that happened 7 months ago. You remember, don't you, the Nickel Samurai case? Oh really, I was stuck in the dark wine cellar. Did it escape your memory, Nick? After that, I quit being a manager and started this job. Oh, that's tough. I'm sorry, Miss Andrews. If it wasn't for us. No, don't say that. I'm glad the whole thing happened. Thanks to you and everyone else who was involved, I was able to change my whole life. I really am grateful. Yeah, that's a relief. I'm really impressed, Miss Andrews. Ending a huge exhibition like this must be very tiring. Oh, Lord Taylor is celebrating their 200th anniversary this year. These works on displays at the main exhibition hall are worthy of the finest museums. Oh, did you hear that, Pearly? The finest museums! I did! That's really wonderful. So, this place is pretty well protected, huh? Of course it is, after all there are some priceless treasures here. The security guards are all very highly trained as well. So, if we just take a look. And that means what? Camera set up to take a photo of anyone that goes in and out of the storeroom. And the data from the camera gets uploaded to Twitter, that's what. I see, this is a pretty high step. Mystic Maya, take a look to the next door. That's Mystic Amy, right? Yes, there's a statue of the woman who invented the Korean channeling technique, Amy Faye. The statue is on loan from one of the trainers from the Faye branch family. In fact, it just arrived this morning. What's the creepy looking thing she's holding? Don't it's me, how should I know? Don't you live there? You know, don't you come from that place? Maybe so, but this is the first time I've ever seen this statue. That thing is the Korean Shishitato. Shishito. The ceremonial sword. Not like a weapon, so the blade isn't sharp. Aw, Fooey, I wanted to cut something. What are you eyeing me for? Oh look, I already ate Edo. Have you all eaten yet? No, actually. I've already made a reservation at the restaurant on the 12th floor. Why don't we all dine together? Oh, I like the sound of that. Dying sounds so fancy. After kids' lunch. Haha, it's Pearly's dinner, not lunch. Why don't you go for it, really eat your fill with the kids' dinner? Okay, in that case, wants kid dinner for me. Haha, so it's upstairs then? After the pleasant evening, all that remained was to wait for the exhibit opening. I was wonderful seeing Miss Andrews look so happy. None of us could have imagined that the very next day something terrible would happen. Nick, this is terrible! After you cleaning the toilet again? I never knew you were such a toilet freak. Give me a break. Put you my brain to hit the snooze button for the 5th time. I'm going to turn on the TV. They got an update on the recent treasure heist. Based on clues found at the scene of the crime, and authorities have announced, and they believe it was the work of the renowned phantom thief Masque the Mask. According to a spokesperson, Lori Trailer received the threat letters some days ago. This is the 5th heist by the phantom thief who only target rare treasures. Lori Taylor. Oh Nick, what are you going to do? You need to go back to scrubbing the toilet. Pressure, Lori Taylor, don't think. Yes, knock it up, Nick. It was stolen by the Masque. What was valuable treasure? The Korean sacred urn was stolen. You know, I would have thought that the statue was stolen. You know, the statue was so cold, more valuable. Refresh my memory a little. What's the sacred urn? So only the most important treasure in the Korean village, that's all. Look, it's right there on the poster. Oh yeah, Mystic Amy's. Now we know. I thought there was the name Amy written on it. That says I am. Ah, any idea how that happened, bro? Oh well. There are some things best left unsolved, wouldn't you say, Miss Nick? That's right. Only a year ago there was a murder in Korean village, Maya's hometown. The sacred urn turned out to have an important clue in the case. Yeah, he was arrested. 1 year ago, the murder in Korean village. A man was killed during one of Maria's spirit channelings. And this urn would have been the key piece of evidence to prove her innocence. Miss Nick, would you mind not telling Mrs. Maya about that? I promise, remember, you would say I want to tell anyone about the urn. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember this urn used to say Amy on it. Until Purse accidentally broke it into 1,000,000 pieces. Tried to secretly fix it. Let's just say she didn't work as well. No one is good at art and crafts, spelling either. Anyway, this is how our gluing project turned out. You put the pieces together wrong, and now instead of Amy, it says I am. I can't believe no one noticed this until now, a whole year later. I can believe it myself. Ja. Treasure stolen, I have to get to the thing. Alright, let's see if we can find some clues that might link us to the bad guy. Alright, looks pretty much the same as I did last night. Hey, you can poke around here, pal. Hey, Gumshoe! It's you, and then one of us should be saying not again. I said that every time something bad happens, you always show up, pal. I should be asking you that, aren't there any other detectives? I should be asking you that, why are you doing hanging around here? I asked you first, why are you here any... Alright, Ricardo, why don't you two kiss and make up already? Hello, it's been a long time, Mr. Coffee Detective. How's you, little missy? Actually, my name is Gumshoe, Detective Dick Gumshoe. That's a good chance for you to try and remember it right. And if it's too long for you, just call him Dick. Okay, it's good to see you again, Mr. Detective Dick. And what must be the greatest treasure of all? Of course it is. Mr. Detective Dick, could you tell us what happened? Oh, you tried to remember my name and I go, there's a Gumshoe, okay? Anyway, the thief stole something called the Sacred Urn. I know about that. Oh, well, the criminal name is Mr. Masquet. Well, I guess I sort of kind of owe you guys in a way. The crime occurred last night, around 1:30 in the morning. How exactly do you know that? We got an emergency phone call from the guard at the scene of the crime, pal. He said the urn was just stolen. In here, right? The urn was being kept under careful guard in the basement warehouse. That guy, it's all his fault that thief got away, pal. He stole one case and got his false head thinking that he's an ace detective. That's what he calls himself, Paul, and didn't make it up. What's he like? Oh, like I told you, Mr. Masquet has made 5 heists so far. The 4th heist, Miss Ace Detective managed to get his stolen treasure back. Oh, that's impressive, all by himself? Yeah, I gotta admit it, pal, maybe he's really good as he says. Every time the thief sends out one of his calling cards, we send our men on a stakeout. But none of us has ever gotten so much of a glimpse of the guy. Yeah, because I remember this. Mr. Ace Detective is our thief. Because he knows where the police is. So. Close. He's famous. Ah, you're joking, right, Nick? The Masquet is the hottest thing since sliced bread. Sometimes he appears as a museum guard. Sometimes he appears as a big brown bear knowing to surprise unsuspecting victims. But underneath those disguises is the true the Masquet. There's some kind of master of disguise, huh? And he knows after finest work of an art, pal. Last night was his 5th heist. If Lordy Taylor had only cooperated, I could have caught him this time. What? Did you know he was planning on stealing the urn? Of course I did. The guy always set his calling card before he steals something. That was his calling card. Here it is. But don't show it to anyone. It's top secret, okay, pal? What's the mark on the front? The Mr. Masquet signature emblem, pal. You can say it's his mark. All his calling cards have got it on them. They didn't mention that on the newsflash. Or was holding the detail from the public for operational reasons. The only way we could tell if a color card is real or not is by this emblem. That makes sense why I got famous there was always the imitators. And Nick, if you work on a little harder, maybe you can have some of your own copycats somehow. For the security and Lordy trailer, I will be coming to prolong the most precious work of the display in your Treasures of Green exhibit. Take good care of the speckled urn, won't you? You truly must escape. Hey, if you don't mind me, I'm going to the basement. Why then you're going to give me the chill? Probably because the air conditioning will protect the arteries, you know? Welcome to my prevent little banquet of chaos. I'm afraid I have very little to offer, but please make yourself at home. Silence! Hee 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 hee. And now I see how becoming clear. What do you see? Driver! The truth has once again been a elegant revealed to me. A lawyer and a spare medium. Need a very advanced attack trait. Am I wrong? Thanks? SK, how did you know that? Maybe because you dressed like one. Oh, you say the universe skeptic would say that's how, nothing but a question of why. May I, you dressed like one. I am traveler of both time and space and a swimmer of dreams. What is you talking about? I can make heads or tails of it. Without further ado, let me fulfill what should be the first duty of any gentleman. And to introduce myself, his name is Atame. Look, Atame. Ace Protective. Hi. I don't intimidate you, Nick. Stand up and show him what you're made of. The name's right, Phoneix right. Ace Attorney. I'm AFA. Ace Spirit Medium. And I'm Pearl's Fae. I'm Mystic Maya's cousin and I'm Spirit Medium Ace Apprentice. Excellent. Well then, shall we begin our little game? I'm gonna leave it here. I have enough. If you like what you saw, make sure to comment, follow so you get notified when I go live next time. If you're watching this back on YouTube, arigato, made it this far, you probably like some of my other streams, make sure to check out the outro playlist on the left. If you want to see how I did in the previous two games, because there are quite some streams that I've done on Phoneix right Ace Attorney. So if you want to check that out, make sure to check the outro playlist left. There will be some more stream playlists in the icon on the top right. If you want to get better notifications when I go live on YouTube or upload the video to YouTube or go live on Twitch, make sure to check out my public Discord down below. You get better notifications when I upload something or live on Twitch. But if you don't use Discord, I do have all my other socials linked down below. On YouTube, my main gaming channel is called Elise. I am watching this on Elise Vods, so that you know. And with that, I want to say, I hope you have a wonderful time, and I hope you stay safe out there. And might I see you all in the next stream. Bye.